You may leave and go to Halifax, but my slow drag will bring you back. Well, you may go.
My name is Constance Sadie Thompson. The character that I'm portraying is a real lived woman, extraordinary woman. Her name is Zora Neale Hurston.
My name is Anthony Von Merchant, and I'm playing Langston Hughes. He's the one that you think about when you think of the Harlem Renaissance.
Langston Hughes is considered the most important poet, if not of the 20th century, at least of the Harlem Renaissance. And there has not been, of that time, a bigger female writer than Zora Neale Hurston. All of the different voices of the Harlem Renaissance came together and kind of set the East Coast on fire for about 10 years.
I too sing America. I am the darker brother.
No.
They send me to eat in the kitchen
it.
when company
Zora,
comes, but I laugh and he well.
You're embarrassing me.
Own it, honey, own it. You're becoming a cottage industry. And you're very lucky to have her as a patron, you know that, right?
I do.
What Mule-Headed does is it tells the real story of Zora Neale Hurston and Langston Hughes, who were best friends in the 1920s, and they had a falling out in 1930 over the writing of a play.
Sounds too serious to appeal to a wide audience.
You have a better idea?
I don't know. Maybe move things around, huh? Make it a comedy. For the people, by the people, of the people. A black folk comedy.
I mean, do you think the people need that?
Who doesn't like to laugh? And we want to make something from it, don't we?
Oh, money, you mean?
It's not a dirty word.
They were struggling artists. He was a bit more famous than Hurston at this time. He was a known person in the Harlem Renaissance. And they had this patron, Charlotte Osgood Mason, whom they were told to call Godmother.
We'll see you on Monday, Godmother? Yes. I can't wait to show you my notebook full of poems that I've been working on. Okay. Goodbye.
The patron, Charlotte Osgood Mason, is not a character in the play. She's an off-stage character. So we hear about her through phone calls that she makes to Langston Hughes' apartment, but we never see her. And so that kind of patronage was always a pressure pushing down on them. And so she would provide a certain amount of money for them to pretty much check the boxes that she wanted them to check.
Did she mention money?
She is sending you a check for $60.
$60?
What? 5 minutes ago, you were willing to sell your soul for $30.
I'm not selling my soul, darling. I'm under no illusions. The old white woman gets another smart darky to brag about to her high-class friends, and I get myself a regular paycheck to keep me going until I make my bones. After which, I can tell said old white lady what she could do with her money and her driftwood sculptures.
When I write a play that's based in history,
There's no other way, really.
I tend to want to be a fly on the wall. I want to be the fly on the wall that can listen and can see. We still don't know exactly what happened between the two of them, but we know enough for me to put the breadcrumbs together, to connect the dots. They had written a play together as collaborators, and as the process went on, it seemed, from what we know, that one or both of them took a little more ownership than the other person. The third character was the typist on the project. Her name was Louise Thompson. And of the three, she lived the longest. Zora Neale Hurston died in 1960, Hughes died in 67, and she died in 1999. So in a sense, she was kind of the one person who knew what had happened.
Does Langston know they want to produce the play in Illinois? Mulebone by Zora Neale Hurston. By Zora Neale Hurston, period. Now, you may be spinning fairy tales to Godmother about who wrote that play, but I know the truth.
Sadly, through the course of them writing this play, things broke down.
You still want the play?
Is that too much to ask?
God.
We can help each other.
Yeah, what if it's a hit?
Then I'll send you a check. I don't care about the money.
God, then what is all this about?
You can break up with a friend that hard, but it feels like a divorce when you look at the evidence of what we have and the fact that after the action of our play, they did not speak to each other for the next 30 years of their life.
You know, this is Zora's play. She's the one who has perhaps the biggest arc.
Zora is the catalyst of this play. Like, this thing doesn't work without her. It doesn't happen without her.
She loved adventure, and she was a go-getter. She didn't let anything stop her.
Her confidence and her brashness and her "this is who I am" attitude.
I'm a little too much for some people. I understand.
Oh, you just speak your mind, that's all.
I admire that in anyone, but I admire it in her particularly because of the time period.
I've had to work hard for everything.
Not as hard as me.
Don't feel sorry for yourself
I'm
now.
stating facts now.
Why? Because you're black? Zora, I'm as black as you.
Because I'm a woman. And black women are the mules of the earth. Conditioned to serve everybody before we serve ourselves. But by the time it's our turn to join the feast, there ain't nothing left. You know it's true. I've been knocking on the door of opportunity longer than most people I know.
She died in 1960. She died in poverty. By the end of her life, she had been mostly forgotten about. Famously, in 1972, Alice Walker, the author of The Color Purple, kind of rediscovered her grave. And that was the beginning, it seems, on the path of what we have today, which is this enormous recognition of her place, not just in the Harlem Renaissance, but like Langston Hughes, just in world literature, American literature.
To live and breathe with these characters on stage and to have them play and to have them create together and have them get drunk together.
But you should know,
it lets us explore with history in a way you can't do without the theater.
May we get what we want. Yes. May we get what we need.
Hear, hear.
But may we never get what we deserve.
Oh, goodness gracious.